yo. Sorry, guys. It's just, I just find the username door handle so funny. Like, I'm still laughing. Like, bro, like, I read usernames every morning on the show, right? Like, I shout people out before we start. And I'm like, what up, door handle? Like, oh, I almost want to give him the spin today, like, just for that. Like, I'm just dying. I'm not going to do it. Don't worry, y'all. But I was like, oh, fuck. Sorry. I'm like, oh, I didn't even smoke weed today. I'm just laughing. Dude, this is so funny. Oh my God, man, I'm just happy. Anyways, yo, what up?
Electric start to the show.
Bro, the guy's username is door handle. Like, I don't get it. Like, like I've seen all sorts of usernames in 4 years in this space. I go like, yo, babe, I'm talking to my friend, like, you know, I don't know, like NFT Doodle, you know, or like I'm talking to my friend like Pinstripe Gator, you know, like I'm talking to my friend like I suck at this, or MP Boogie. This guy's like, yo, what up, door handle? Oh my God, I'm fucking crying, bro. Like, I don't get it. Sorry, his username is door handle. He's like, please, if there was a door handle meme coin right now, I would be going crazy on it. Like, I don't know. Oh my God. Oh my God. Am I like, sorry, am I not, is it not funny? Like, am I like redacted? Like, his username is door handle. Anyways, sorry, door handle. I mean, dude, please come up on stage if you want. Just explain to me the name, the thought process behind the name. Like, you know, it's like rat guy, you know, like door handle, like 10,000 door handles minted on the Solana blockchain. You know, like this. Oh my, or 1 billion, you know, tokenized door handles. Anyways, okay, hold on. He's requesting to speak. I got it. And his username is his bio says the Saudis are buying.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Yo, I'm sorry, dude. How did you come up with door handle? Like, it's so good.
Yeah, my last name is Doran. So
I love it.
My boys, when I played hockey, called me door handle.
There you go. Are you a fellow Canuck?
I am not a fellow Canuck.
Oh, fuck. Who's your favorite hockey team?
Winnipeg Jets.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, so you're fellow Canadian. I like that. All right, door handle. I hope you have a wonderful day, brother. That's all I wanted to know.
Thanks, bro. You guys too. Love the show.
Thank you for listening. All right, Sims. Just kick back the little song so I can do my GM shit and start over. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I kind of. All right. Yo. What up? Good morning. GM. Tuesday, November 19th, 2024. Look at that. There you go. Another beautiful day to have a beautiful day. I got my co-host in the house. Tyler, Mando. Good morning, boys. How you doing today? Oh, all right. I need some throat sweet. This throat's not even been smoking much these days, man. I swear to God. Oh man, I cut all the alcohol. I'm week 8. And I'm like, I cut even the weed by like 50% or more. I'm like fully locked into the cycle. Mando, Tyler, how you guys doing today? Good morning.
Doing amazing. How are you?
I'm great, as you can see. I'm great as ever. Tyler, how you doing this morning?
I'm good. Yesterday was a nice day in the markets. Excited to run it back.
It was. Yesterday was a very, very, very... It's been a great couple of weeks in the markets. You absolutely love to see that. I mean, waking up every day, seeing a 9 in front of Bitcoin. I mean, can you really be in a bad mood, right? Like, it's like you wake up every day, like, okay, Bitcoin. Oh, what's Bitcoin today? Oh, 92K. Okay, nice. And seeing people freak out every time it's like 88, 89.8 is also funny. But anyways, today on the show, today, market report. We got Mando back today. So we're going to be running through some market, see what's up with you, see what you're thinking about everything. I mean, Solana 240, Ethereum 3100, BTC 92K. You'd love to see that. Meme coin's absolutely ripping this morning. What else? Tyler's top 10,000, 100,000, 1 million, whatever. It's like, it's gone crazy at this stage. We can't even cover all his topics. That's how crazy this has gotten. So let's go through Tyler's topics of the day, daily news, macro market, all that good stuff. Tuesday, you know, the drill is every time there's going to be a code. The code is, might be my favorite coin, of this cycle so far. So you'll see, you can start guessing if you want. And then last but not least, this show is powered by Galaxis. Why don't I just save this thing? There it is. With seamless built-in monetization tools, Galaxis enables development of sustainable long-term communities, fulfilling Bitcoin's vision of decentralized freedom and independence from centralized control. Check them out. Don't be at Art Basel with us. I met the Galaxis team yesterday after the show. They're awesome. We'll be working with them more, so definitely show them some love. Give them some love for supporting the boys and I, Galaxis XYZ. And without further ado, Mando, let's see what you think about this market.
Who is the man, macro daddy of the land? Can you dig it?
Yeah, GM everyone. So given it's macro Mando, I guess I'll take a little step back. It has not been the greatest few days for macro. You did have a little bit of a pop in the NASDAQ yesterday just because Tesla was higher mainly, and that was on the back of some news that Donald Trump was going to focus on self-driving regulation when he came into office, which people like for Tesla. Tesla is now trading at 340, which is kind of a wild move since the election. I think it was trading at around 200-ish just before the election. Yeah, on October 23rd, it was trading at 213. So big move there. But we have seen that like the Russia-Ukraine US situation is starting to heat up a little bit. So what happened there is Biden's been doing a few different things on his way out. Now there's a bit of tit for tat here. Russia launched a pretty large scale attack on the Ukrainian energy infrastructure a few days ago. And if you don't know, Ukraine is very cold in the winter, unbelievably cold.
Yeah.
And largely looking to try and like destabilize it, really destroy it. In response to that, the US allowed Ukraine to fire US-made rockets, missiles even, into Russian territory. Now, this is a big change. They have stopped them from doing it so far. Obviously, these are like Gen 1 missiles that they're... And this morning, the first of those missiles hit a Russian region. Remember, Ukraine also currently holds a very small area of Russian territory as like a tit for tat versus Russia. In response to that, there's been a lot of rhetoric coming from the US, coming from Putin around lowering the strike threshold for a nuclear attack. And people just getting a little bit more worried about that. This had been spoken about maybe 18 months ago. There was talk about like tactical nukes being used, that sort of stuff. But yeah, basically Ukraine is now firing US rockets into Russia, and Russia in response has said, we are lowering our threshold for nuclear strike. So on the back of that, stocks are lower, particularly in Europe. Also in the US, they're not like that much lower, but they're lower. And some of the like the safe haven stuff has started to bounce again. So gold's at a 1 week high, the dollar's strong, all this sort of stuff. So just something to be aware of. And it feels as though we might see a little bit more of this from Biden on his way out. He's like he's doing a few things, it seems. So let's see how that one develops. But normally in that war, it's largely ground to a stalemate over the winter because you don't really mount attacks on each other during the Ukrainian/Russian winter. So you normally have a bit of a stalemate, but this is definitely an escalation kind of from both sides, and kind of I don't know if it lays the groundwork for Trump coming in any way. Like it's definitely heated up. Let's say that conflict. So yeah, a little bit of worry about that. Largely, the big story away from that today is that it's Nvidia earnings. It is a very quiet week for data this week. Basically, nothing major. So it will just be Nvidia earnings to see what see how well they've done. They always crush earnings. So let's see.
Looking good here.
Yeah. Look, I think it can keep going.
Wow.
pretty clearly it can keep going, in my opinion, as can a lot of the Magnificent Seven. But let's see if this Russia news causes any instability in the short term. In terms of crypto, Bitcoin kind of shrugging off all of that again. Remember, it also has that safe haven bid, so
crazy, bro.
up to 92K. Not really. This is its fourth day. Well, it's just not really having a sell-off, right? I think people thought when it hit
daily. There you go.
Yeah, I thought people thought it would have a bit of a sell-off when it got to 90K, and it's just really strong, which is a good sign. Bitcoin dominance is still above 60%. ETH's doing okay, 3,100. Solana's obviously been a much stronger. Solana, but it's
not funny anymore. The ETH thing.
Yeah,
it used to be funny. It's just not funny.
Yeah. Well, Sol put the highest ever weekly total economic value last week. Absolutely smashed its last record.
Oh,
obviously,
damn.
We know what everyone is doing in the space right now, which is meme coin trading, and that is wildly skewed towards happening on Solana. So yeah, they're all kind of doing victory laps. I think Toly put out a roadmap yesterday of like 2 lines for Solana. But there was, in terms of the, I guess digging down into it a little bit more, there was a little bit of FUD today that California has come out and said that LIDO, which is a DAO, can now be classed as a general partnership. California said this, which means that people within the partnership can face prosecution for what it does.
No, it's California, man. It's not a real place.
Which is kind of a wild thing for them to do.
Real place.
MicroStrategy still buying, bought 4.6 billion. That's a huge buy yesterday over the last few weeks. That's one of their biggest ever, and wants to buy is raising another 1.75 billion to buy more. You have the BlackRock ETF options that are coming out today. Binance launched a stablecoin product at 20% APY. They're calling it not a stablecoin, but it is basic. They're trying to say it's a stablecoin. It's actually very similar to, it's very similar to JLP or HLP. It's basically the liquidity token of their perp protocol. So you'll benefit from like liquidations and stuff. So interesting. You can only access it in places where Binance allows futures. Or is not covered by Mika, so only a few places there. I don't know if there's any other big stuff. I think that's kind of the big stuff, more the esoteric stuff. I think Tyler will cover, but yeah, those are the big things.
Okay, that's a good breakdown. I didn't realize that the California thing, actually the Crypt covered that. So if anybody's curious about this one, you can check it out. It's not a real place, bro. It's crazy. All the macro stuff is crazy too. Like, what's Biden doing on his way out? It's like, all right, it's like you were in there for the last 4 years. Now all of a sudden trying to do shit. Anyways, point being, it's over, right? Like, it's like the election's passed. Have they even finished counting votes, guys? That's one thing I realized last week.
Trump was actually officially president-elect as of
Okay, cool. I was wondering why it was taking so long to finish counting votes, but I don't know. That's the Tyler question. All right, well, Mando, that's a good roundup on the markets. Look, we're looking really good. Our memes are looking pretty good. Life is great. So, and the market's gonna continue. Do we get sick? Tyler. All right, let's go through this topic. See what you got for us.
For daily NFT and crypto analysis. Tyler D on FOMO hour cause the kid can't miss.
Ready to bash some bears. All right, our top story, a potential $375 million airdrop is headed our way thanks to Magic Eden. We'll talk about more of that in a bit. Mando grabbed a lot of my headlines. I won't repeat them here. A few others. Trump's media group is reportedly in talks to acquire crypto trading platform Bakkt, which provides SaaS solutions for crypto ownership and trading. Trump also planning to meet with Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong to discuss his cabinet appointments. There's been a little bit of FUD and concern circling the last few days around who he might pick to be Treasury Secretary and what that might mean for crypto. So keep your eye on that. In protocol news, we saw Radium with 50% more trading volume than Uniswap in the past week, 30 billion compared to 20 billion. So significantly ahead of Uniswap in volume while still trading at 1/3 of their value. Looking at FTVs, we saw Wasabi add Bonk trading with up to 6.9x leverage. Nice day with Bonk moving up here this morning. In memes and NFT news, meme coin majors mostly green this morning. Some major drama did hit overnight in the AI sector with AI16Z and ELIZA tokens led to some total chaos in the AI markets. Perhaps we'll get into that here in a bit. That's still settling. We saw ZEREBRO hit a new all-time high at 440 million. The DeFi tokens did retrace after having a major run all through the day yesterday. One of the flies died. So be careful. When the flies die, it might be a sign to exit some of your position. Bakkt, Chill Guy, Kirby were all big meme winners of the day. Kobe, in some replies, shared that he's been buying memes. He didn't give out any tickers, but he basically did. He alluded to a lot of the tokens.
Like Mog?
And Kirby was a big winner because of that. Yes, and he did allude to Mog.
He did say Mog.
Much to my chagrin. And in NFTs, ETH NFTs were mixed, but Pudgies up to 11.9. Very nice day for the Pudgies. And then Runes leaders are green again, man. Dog hit 840 million market cap, up another 17%. Puff's hanging out near 400. Cypher, another big winner. It was up 30% on the day. So Runes up a bit.
Absolutely love to see that. There's a few things. Just wait, Ethereum NFTs. Thank you, Tyler. Yesterday, so I pick one of Tyler's words every day and then make it an NFTs post. Yesterday, just so y'all know, the Bitcoin NFTs post did 1,500 likes and 140,000 views. Like, this is like free engagement for your boy here. Once a day, one tweet a day, one thing NFTs. Like, insert word NFTs. So we're trying Ethereum NFTs. See, there's actually still anything going on, and we'll see it in a minute. I want to talk about NFTs in more in depth because I want to talk about Pudgy, their balance, runes, and all that stuff and Magic at the same time. But I do want to stop by quickly on the Trump thing because I saw that yesterday. I didn't dig in though. So what exactly is this Bakkt stuff? And again, just shows that it seems like Donald Trump, at least the businessman, and his team are heavily, skewed towards crypto here.
Yeah, I didn't have a chance to dive in super deep into Bakkt. So they are an American-based company. They're in Alpharetta, Georgia. They provide software solutions to enable crypto ownership and trading. So they are a crypto trading platform. Trump's media group in talks to acquire them. I think that certainly is an interesting move ahead of whatever is happening with World Liberty Financial.
Wow.
So I have to assume perhaps that they're tied together in some capacity, but American company. So betting on crypto in America, I think perhaps more impactful for all of us is this Treasury Secretary choice. And it does look like he is at least soliciting some advice from Brian Armstrong. I know Ryan Selkis has been all over this one, and he's got some concerns. I think one of the early winners, early leaders in this battle were both very crypto friendly, and now it looks like there's a new candidate. And I'm kind of forgetting all their names, so we might have to. I think Decrypt has an article on it as well.
Yeah, we have an article that was actually picked up by New York Times and Google yesterday. Like, it went really, really big because of, I forgot what it was. There it is. It's this one. Trump pivoting away from pro-Bitcoin picks for Treasury Secretary. The issue appears to be personal drama, but development can nonetheless have a major impact on the Treasury's digital asset outlook. So I don't really know. It's Scott.
So Scott Bessent and Howard Lutnick were the choices, and I think they were both pretty crypto friendly. And now it looks like some of the new candidates he's talking with are had like pro CBDC positions.
It looks like there's beef.
Yeah.
The issues appear to primarily be interpersonal, according to the report. Lutnick, who also runs Trump's transition team, has aggressively lobbied to have himself appointed to run the Treasury and has denigrated Bessent's fitness to occupy the position as a means to elevate his chances. It looks like they're beefing. That's what's happening.
Right. And this guy, Kevin Warsh, now, who's a new front runner, potentially has previously praised CBDCs. And there's some concerns about what kind of policy they would enact, which is a problem, right? Because I mean, at least for CT, everyone was mega pro Trump as good for crypto, and we're already saying that might not be the case. But we also, it was a mixed day of news, right? Because we also saw Trump acquire crypto, or looking to go
Literally.
So I think it's probably a little too soon to raise, to get too concerned, but this choice is definitely going to be one to watch.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely want to watch. The Bakkt stuff I wanted to go over because this is very interesting. I mean, if this company is going to acquire like a crypto trading exchange, and on the World Liberty DeFi side, they're going to launch a stable coin. I think it's starting to get really interesting here. Did we lose Tyler? Is it me? Oh, you're here. Okay, sorry. I think it's my Wi-Fi that's still playing around here. So anyways, so there's that. Anyway, so that was the news on the Trump side. I thought that was super interesting. I mean, look, it can only be bullish if the president-elect is not only launching a fucking coin and a protocol on Ethereum, and on top of that, buying crypto exchanges, right? So absolutely love to see that. Anyways, the other news was Magic Eden. Boy Logan wrote an article yesterday on Decrypt. Of course, that was based on the whales market. I'd be wary of just following the whales market. Of course, we've seen how that's happened for us before. But the headline was nice. It was Magic Eden traders set to receive $312 million worth of airdrop of ME tokens in airdrop. Look, we don't have details on the diamonds yet, so tread lightly when it comes to like the headlines and stuff and the numbers being thrown around. But I mean, Tyler, it's some good news.
Really good news. So yesterday we got the official tokenomics from the Magic Eden Foundation of around the upcoming ME token airdrop. A few quick details. 1 billion tokens overall. The initial airdrop claim is going to be 12.5%, so 125 million tokens. The community is going to get about 38% as well down the line. The team is basically keeping 50% for themselves and contributors and sharing 50% with the community over the next 4 years. So that's the split, 50-50 split. We still don't know the details of the conversion of diamonds to tokens. That's still the big question out there on everyone's mind. But the reason for some additional excitement and the splashy headlines here is the ME token did triple in the pre-market trading yesterday. It did go from about $1 to $3. And of course, take this with a grain of salt. We've seen where other tokens have traded, and typically they've come out about 50 to 60% lower on actual markets than they have on pre-markets. But still, I mean, even if that's the case, you'd still rather open 50 to 60% lower than $3 than $1. And there was some decent volume. It was like 200,000 in trading volume on whales. So, at least a bit of action. Yeah, I seen 228,000 on the day, and that was enough to move it up 180%. So that token's trading at $2.90 pre-market right now, which would be a $3 billion FTV. That's an interesting number. That's a bit higher than I probably would have projected Magic Eden to come out. But I feel like I'm also anchored to these bear market airdrops. And I guess we haven't really seen a truer like bull market airdrop in a while. So maybe this is one where you kind of throw some of the valuations and logic out the window a little bit. And maybe this can get high. I
mean, this is like FDV is back to being a total meme, right? Like, what do you think, Mando, on this ME airdrop? Like, could this be like the airdrop, like a la 2021, like something that just goes absolutely insane? We know they have big events coming up, so it's like I wonder what's going to happen there. But what do you make of the Magic Eden airdrop and everything on that in that sense?
I like that team. Let's see what happens. I don't think it's not like NFT marketplaces are the hottest thing this cycle, but I think it's it'll probably benefit people who've been in NFTs for a while the best. And I think the real growth thing for them is the runes / ordinals ecosystem, which they kind of dominate. So if they can get that more liquid, then I think people can get super bullish on it.
It seems like they're looking to lean into more liquid token trading. I mean, some of their recent updates seem like more than just runes, like they want to expand. So I think that's where you can get a little bit more potentially bullish on them. I agree. And I was looking at the metrics on TXO here again this morning. Over the last 6 months, Magic Eden 56% market share. All right, I'm sorry, that's Solana. Let me pull this up again. Yeah, so they're number one in volume over the last 6 months with 34% overall market share across all chains. Blur's number 2, OpenSea's number 2.
They're absolutely crushing it. What's the website again, Tyler?
TXO, TIEXO.
Yeah.
.com. They've got good.
Yeah, TXO.com. Yeah, it's a good website to see all this stats. They're absolutely fucking killing it. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
Has anyone been watching what's going on with the AI coins over the last 24 hours?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that as well. Like, so the Magic Eden airdrop. That's that. I was gonna ask you if you know what's because we also got a question in the comments just about like this whole like what the hell happened overnight with AI16Z and Waifu. I don't know. I haven't even looked it up. I've been too busy since I woke up. I have no clue what's going on. Like, I just know there's beef.
Even I catch up with it. Like, it's kind of a bit strange. So the AI16Z is obviously it's a DAO. It's like an investment DAO.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. Like, it went to like 500 mil or something.
Right. That invests in or kind of half incubates new AI tokens.
Yeah.
And one of the first tokens that they were kind of incubating, token called Eliza.
Yes.
But it was like, I don't think they created it in some way. Like, it was not actually linked to the original team. It was like more made as like almost like a fan token, named after they are trying to launch like various different protocols within AI, and one of their main framework is going to be called Eliza. So someone created an Eliza coin, but it wasn't like theirs. So then they made their own one, and they didn't give it to the investors of AI16Z or something like that. Anyway, AI16Z token like dropped 50%. Oh, actually, you've done it. Yeah, this is it. And then kind of both ones have now the original one dumped, but then has rebounded back to like an all-time high, and then the new one has also run up. So it's kind of a little
intense for me.
So some wild action. Like, I was scrambling to catch up this morning. That V-shaped recovery on the Eliza. So I think a few things are happening. I think there was also perhaps the piece I'm missing is if Shaw's the head of AI16Z.
Wow, good job. Jesus Christ.
And that token has kind of become one of the majors in the AI sector, and it's more of just the DAO. It's kind of like they're becoming a launch pad. They're doing a whole lot of things. Any coin that Shaw would mention or the AI16Z would endorse would just instantly rocket. We saw them hit a new all-time high yesterday at 500 million before all this came out. And then it looks like he was just kind of frustrated with like either the Waifu team and or the Eliza token that got launched before. So they launched their own. Their own ended up running to, it ran up 75,000%. It hit like 100 million. The OG crashed, and then the new one rebounded, and now they're kind of fighting back. So it's become a very like PvP situation. They did say they're going to airdrop. They took a snapshot of the OG token holders, and they're going to be gifting them, I think, 10% of the new token. It's messy.
I don't like this stuff.
From an AI16, so I bought I'll disclose. So I woke up and bought the AI16Z dip. So I was actually thinking
that's a great trade.
Yesterday. I was thinking about buying at 440. So when I woke up and saw it at 270, it seemed like a strong buy. This feels like FUD they get past. To me, I think the movement's still bigger.
The big winner was ZEREBRO, though, right? Because ZEREBRO on the same night announced its own AI agent protocol, right? So they swooped in and basically announced, we're going to be doing an AI agent protocol, not a DAO.
Oh God!
But they launched their own thing, which is similar to the
Holy moly!
And that hit nearly 500 million.
Bro, it hit it actually.
Yeah. Now it's consolidating at 400 million. And this is the same time that Andy went on ThreadGuy's stream and did a great job. Spoke about like Goat. He basically said the outlines for Goat. So I think they're going to announce like some sort of governance of the tokens that Goat has. They want to. He was indicating that they want to put them into like an LP so that it creates yield, and then therefore can basically make funds for Goat to continue. So he would be one of the main LPs of this, basically. So, and then he just talked about the future of AI, and it seemed obviously all the classic bullishness stuff, like we're so early, all that sort of stuff. But it does feel like they're going to be upgrading it. He was like, this is only 10%. It does only 10% of the things that current models even allow it to be capable of, because it's actually using the ChatGPT 2. It's not using the 4.0 model.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he said, like, even if we upgraded it tomorrow, like, it would have massively higher capabilities. But I think my main takeaway from it was, like, it's actually more, I don't know, the way that he's describing it, it's very human-like. Like, even like Andy seems to be having like regular conversations with it. So, and it obviously it has its own inbuilt memory, which most AI don't, right? They don't really have a memory around them. So it's weird. Like, the way it's more, the main takeaway from this is that Andy seems to be treating this like you would treat a human. And it seems to be like acting like that. I'm not saying it's like sentient in any sort of way, but it's interesting to see someone speak about this as if like it's like an actual person.
It's so cute how you speak about goat. It's like
I gotta go, but
it's so cute, you know. It's very cute the way you speak about goat. Okay, I guess that stream went well. I gotta go back and watch it. I didn't get to see it. So busy yesterday. Mondays are wrecked. But okay, that's a good breakdown. So ZEREBRO seems to be the leader here on the AI front.
I missed that. I think that took a huge dent in VVI for Dasha as well. So Dasha had run up to 200 million. That's the AI Launchpad.
Yeah, I saw that.
Punk 3493 had launched on, and some others. It's back 115.
I'll still, and no coins, because I say every time I have a coin on the show before if I have it, I still have no fart coin, but I still prefer that one over every single one you just named.
You've got some entry options.
I got entry options. I actually missed. You know what I'm gonna do with this one, because you can see it wicks down a lot, like, and it gets bought out. I'm just gonna put stink bids on, and then if they hit, they hit. If they don't hit, I'll just celebrate you guys. You know what I mean? But like, I just think it's, I don't know. Like, there's none of this crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like, because these AI agents, like, let's talk about it for a minute. Because I saw a tweet from Beanie this morning. Beanie, who was like, actually put his account on private. Curious. And he said, so here's his take, right? Like, and I'm not saying I agree. I just want to read the take. Okay, just quickly before I do this, because I'm being screamed at by Sims in the back. I'm skinking Sims. The code today is SOL, 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 like the sun, or the best coin in the space. So anyways, check it out. Rafflebot.xyz, rafflebot.xyz, rafflebot.xyz. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we give money away. Shit, I need to do loot box. Oh my God. Okay, Tyler, you're gonna have to speak for like 5 minutes straight, because I did not prep the loot box at all. So you go there, the code is SOL. Every day we give away minimum 2K, maximum like 120 bands. Every single day, 4 days a week. We've given $1.2 million away since Feb. So, you know what? I'm gonna add a bunch of Pudgy Penguins in there today, because Luca's in the audience, and we gotta talk about Pudgies for a second after this. But maybe someone hits a Pudgy today. So rafflebot.xyz, enter to win. We do that every day almost. So what were we talking about? Fartcoin.
Oh, I can. Yeah. Oh, we can talk about Fartcoin for a second. We can pivot back to Beanie's take.
Yeah, well, I'm curious your take on what Beanie had to say, honestly.
Just quickly on Fartcoin, I'll run my TA. We haven't had any red days in basically in 2 weeks, so not surprised to see a pullback here. I'm looking to potentially buy the dip. I think that's enough. We can move on to Beanie's take, a little bit more interesting of a discussion topic. So I'll read it. The most concerning part about this AI meme coin meta is that the tech supposedly fascinating people here is literally non-existent. Meanwhile, real builders are in actual trenches, starved for attention and funding. There's no way this ends well. It will drive an innovation glut. I feel like I've got the exact polar opposite take.
Okay.
I feel like one of the more exciting parts about this meta is it seems that like real builders are being rewarded. Like I haven't had a chance to listen to the Andy stream with Thread Guy yet. I think one of the takeaways I've got from folks who did listen is that he is a real AI researcher. And he's deep in this. So like,
yes,
that's one example of a real AI researcher builder winning. I think then you got AI 16 Z DAO, which is literally trying to support builders. And they're doing some curation, and you can say the whole thing with Eliza was messy, whatever. That's a sideshow. It's a distraction from what they're trying to do. I actually think this is the bright spot in the whole meme coin sector. Like, you could be upset that that Moodang, that fart coin, like, they're not really providing any value to the space. They're just memes, like whatever. But this is actually a little bit different. There actually is real tech being built. Like, we're seeing AI agent Launchpads. Like, that's genuinely cool. Like, I think the next thing we're going to see is bots, AI agents, which can trade on chain. Like, that is a cool innovation. And I think we're right there. Like, we are on the cusp of that. So yeah, I couldn't be on the.
I agree with you. I think what Beanie means is that, and what's bound to happen right now is that there's going to be all these AIs or powered by an AI bullshit that's like actually like just not. And there's going to be a lot of like trash. But amidst the trash, there's like some really good builders like being doing some cool stuff. Like we talked about DeFi yesterday. Of course, obviously has a huge pullback. I mean, the fly died. But dude, I have to say, Tyler, like, you're so funny, bro. Like, I swear to God, like yesterday and we were talking in our chat, you're like, oh, fly died. I dumped on my riff. I was just like crying, laughing. I was just like, it was so funny because you're right. Like, the experiment fails. Now what, right? Because like DeFi is experimenting and supporting experiments. What if the experiment doesn't work? Well, you're shorting it, right?
I mean, exactly. Like, it's funny. It's like I spent most of the day yesterday just like thinking through these DeFi coins, and like Mando gave us the advice in a bull market. Like, sometimes you have to throw logic aside. Like, the valuations won't make sense.
They don't.
I was looking at Riff run to $200 million. I was looking at Euro at 120 million, and I was like, these valuations don't really make a whole lot of sense to me. Like, the whole end case for these is that you eventually would potentially get to sell this intervention or this drug to like a real company who wants to develop it. I have not had a chance to do research into what those kinds of deals are worth, but that kind of feels like the same logic as all of us who thought we were going to sell our generative art to museums back in 2021.
Pfizer is going to buy our DeFi. Pfizer, Moderna, and fucking AstraZeneca are bidding, bro.
Well, I had nice entries on both of those, and I was up a nice 5 or 6x, and I saw Pump.Science confirm that one of the flies died from the Euro trials. I'm like, I got to sell this thing. And so I did, and it actually went up for a little bit. Apparently, people hadn't found the news. But there's some risks that if the experiments don't go well, like the drug is literally, so like these aren't just like pure meme plays. Like, they actually are tied to something. So there's
real experimentation. Like I have a friend that used to be in the medical field, and now he's like full-time like trench warrior. Anyways, big crypto guy. And actually he's fascinated by that, the DeFi part. Not to say that he hasn't bought any of the coins yet necessarily, but he's interested in it because that's his background, medical and like pharma. Like, he was in the big pharma industry, so that's something that interests him.
Sure.
Right.
Crowdfunding research for longevity drugs is genuinely interesting. But we also have to take into account objectively some of the valuations and the risks that come with it. It's actually like, there's a lot of correlations with the AI agent meme coin market as well. Like, if an AI agent's valuation gets to 10 to 20 million and the bot sucks, like the Twitter content is not good, like that is a real risk to the point. Like, that's actually a big reason why I sold the Punk 3493, the zombie one. I didn't think the Twitter content was very good.
Yeah, that thing was so, like, I have a friend asked me how long that meta was going to last. I was like, it's going to die tonight on Sunday night, and it didn't even live to Monday morning.
Well, it rebounded last night because Shaw tweeted about it. He said something along the lines of, we should like celebrate zombie AI agents or something. It ran back to 8 million, but then it sold off again. So
I love it. Speaking of punks, there you go. Well, you did this, I finished a loot box. See, I've gone too quick with it. I added a bunch of pudgy penguins in that loot box. Because I see PP, I see Luca Nets, I see the fam out there. Pay attention. We'll be doing some cool stuff with these folks soon. In a couple of weeks, actually. Anyway, so let's talk about NFTs a little bit, Tyler, because we never make time for them. Not our fault. There's so much to talk about, but there's some movement. So punks are still above 100K. So unless you have a PFP under 100K, don't at me, don't Telegram me, don't WhatsApp me, don't do anything. But seems like the big winner yesterday, Tyler, you tweeted about it. This Pudgy Penguins just silently creeping up to 12 ETH.
Yeah, the big winner. So I forecasted this over the weekend. After the pumps went up, I said that like, look out, this clears the air for the mid tiers to start leveling up, and I think we're starting to see that. I think Bored Apes perhaps moved first; they're up in 13, and Pudgies close behind, 11.7. I think I saw them at 11.8 or 11.9. So just knocking on 12. We've got Luca. We talked about this on last week's show, but Luca is clearly heating up. He seems like he's got a fire.
This motherfucker's tweeting like he's got that dog in him, like he's got a big pengu energy,
Yes, and winter is coming. Winter is
That's
a month
true.
away. So that's Pudgy season.
Dude, it is Pudgy. It is the winter. It is Pudgy season. So Pudgy Ping was about 12 ETH. Azuki's at 462. Bored Apes at 1322. Melody 650. Means to the little Pudgy is always a good play, right? Like that always reprices second, right? So like if you're trying to trade and you don't have the money for a big Pudgy, not saying that like little Pudgies are cheap because it's still $3,000 NFT. Like usually that tends to reprice with it. So that's something to pay attention to when you miss the Pudgy move. So look, Punks are 35.98, Pudgy's 11.78, so that was 3-1, 3-1, approximately that. So it's interesting to see. You have Doodles at 250. It's gonna be a good watch. I feel like there's a lot of activity right now on Solana because that it's all the ZEREBRO, like it's all the
wow, 8.6.
Well, it's all the coins. It's all the NFT tied to coins, right?
It is. The big thing happening on Solana is all of the large memes, particularly in the AI memes right now. Either side collections are launching or actually endorsed ones. So ZeroBorn is from the ZEREBRO team. They launched it. I fumbled this back, so I had a few around one soul.
No, Tyler.
Cut ties to go chase something else, and then now they're at 9.
We may have to start a wallet where like a thing where like you like when you make the right call, you send me your assets, and I just don't send them back to you until we feel like it's time.
That's the play.
They're cool, dude.
I mean, 9x. I mean, not. Of course, there's like the pump fund trench plays where you can hit 40K to 360.
This is a safer 9x.
Yeah, this is like a real 9x. Like you could have done this in decent size.
I think for the crypto like noob or normie and the new person, it's much easier trading pictures than trading coins. Like way easier. First of all, they go to zero less fast. So there's that. It takes longer to go to zero for an NFT. But they'll fly and they go up nicely,
They do, and it's a little slower pace, so you can go to sleep a little bit.
You can like sleep at night. You can actually go to bed.
Before I go to bed, I had to evaluate my meme positions and like, can I hold this or
got out of bed last night for a meme coin, Tyler? Huh?
Poor choice. We can look past that, but on the NFTs, we can talk about ordinals and runes. So runes.
I can't possibly have the fucking dog community make another clip of me today. And I know you motherfuckers are watching. I know you motherfuckers about to clip this show again. I know. I get it. Yesterday, I said, listen, dog is the biggest dog on Bitcoin. And it's okay because it's pumping pups. Pups followed. It's at 400 mil. I'm happy. So I got a lot of that. And then someone clipped it and then just like got like thousands of likes. Like this shit's popping. Okay. And here we go. Now y'all got the OKX listing last night, and now it's at $830 million, Tyler. Here we go.
It's a big number.
It's a big boy number. I mean, it's back to nearly all-time high. All-time was around 9. It never hit $1 billion, right? It's a 9 something.
Yeah, I did not. I think it got to like 900. I think
there you go. They're here. They're here. I know you fuckers.
They're everywhere. They're looking. They got 95,000 holders.
But you know what it is? I'm so redacted because like it literally the name of the coin is it's not dog. Like I was carried away by saying like this. I don't know if this is a meme. The name is the meme. It's called Dog Go to the Moon.
Yeah, well, it's
you refaded something that's literally called Dog Go to the Moon.
Solid 3x off the local bottom here at this point, but you got to root for it. I think if you're in this ecosystem because it's dragging everything up. Cypher's a huge winner. It's up to 40 million.
Yeah.
Mori, a lot of people sold those airdrops, but punishing the sellers. The Memento Mori, it's back up to 25 million. That's an all-time high.
Oh, that's gonna go. I mean, I remember telling you guys this at day one. Like, yeah, I know it takes a while, but this is gonna go. I mean, this is the founder of Ordinals. That's the father of Ordinals. Like, founded this and give it for free to people. This is gonna go. I like this one.
$1 billion cats at 150 million. That's a new all-time high for it, basically.
Gizmo 50.
It's lagging a little bit, so
It's
Gizmo's
okay.
like the Pups move. They don't move at the same time. It's like Pups moves, then
Yeah.
Gizmo.
I think if I had to build a bag here, I don't know. I'll decipher the AI thing, so you give it a shot. Like again, like it's just the on ramp is impossible for these things, bro. Like look at this. Like look at the volumes.
Pathetic volumes on these.
I mean, you look at like yesterday's big winner on meme coins is Chill Guy, right? I can talk about it because it's 50 mil. It's okay. Like the volume on this one's $40 million, 24 hours, and then you go back to this, and it's like 40 million is like 10 times the total volume of the entire Ruins board.
I still think that's the opportunity is when the trading experience gets easier. We just don't have line of sight into when that is. So I guess for Dog, it's getting easier now as it's getting listed on exchanges. So that's your immediate out.
Yeah, this is absolutely wild. So I'd love to see that. Speaking of Chill Guy, what a trade! This was so good. Love to see
nice hit by you. I think you shared it with some of us around 11.
I was late too. I was 9 mil. I'm the guy who broke it to all time high at 9 million yesterday. Right here, I was like, should I send this coin? It did it, and 4x it overnight. So we're eating. Maybe that's why I couldn't stop laughing this morning.
Whenever you see a meme going viral across Instagram, TikTok, maybe it's worth a flyer.
That's the thing. I want to talk about this with you and Mando tomorrow when Mando's on, because like I think you need to rethink the way we, like you meaning us, like everyone listening, like we trade in an echo chamber all year long, all bear market long, PvP. Bull market becomes PvE. And you can't just be buying CT coins. Like this Chill Guy thing, I have two friends of mine that are fathers, right? One of them is Wiz, the other one's Harold, right? They have kids, right? And so it's like, well, kid Wiz, you don't know if he has kids or not because he tweets weird shit sometimes, so he confirmed. But let's say my homie Harold, like his kid or my friend Michael, like their kids actually like show them the Chill Guy dog. So I was like, dude, like you gotta trade what normies are gonna come by. They're not gonna come and buy like your bag necessarily, right? Like the DeFi stuff, like AI stuff, like works out well within CT, but like we gotta think outside CT here when we're buying meme coins, I think.
Yeah, it's smart. You need a balanced portfolio.
Within CT, outside CT, you know?
You helped balance me out because I was deep in the DeFi trenches and AI agents, and you've got Chill Guy hitting casual 4 or 5x.
I thought I was late at 9 million, like genuinely. And then I was like, oh, maybe not. So we're looking, we are looking good here. We are looking finger licking good here. All right. Well, that's a good roundup, right, Tyler? I think we can go on to we should go on to the giveaway. Great roundup. We're meant to touch on everything today, even NFTs. Look at that. Love to say. All right, Sims, it's time to pick a winner here. Rafflebot.xyz. Hurry up, y'all. Soul, SOL. Soul, SOL. Let's see what the code, who wins this time. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. All right. All right. Hey, boom. DJ Driverless. DJ Driverless. Congratulations. DJ Driverless. Oh, yeah. Come on stage. DJ Driverless. DJ Driverless, you want to come on stage? You won. There he is. There he is. DJ Driverless. DJ. What up, DJ Driverless? Hold on, he's coming on stage. Oops. Oh, there you go. That was too loud. There you go. What up, DJ Driverless? How you doing? Can you hear me? Well, you're on stage at least.
Oh, sorry. I was muted.
You're good. What's up, brother? You won. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
I love to say. All right. Well, look, I don't think you can see the screen now, but basically we've got 2 punks, 3 pudgies, 3 miladies, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 red guys. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's fucking go.
Let's fucking let's bless this man this morning with a nice big spin. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, nice red guy.
Oh, so close.
Ooh, that was close. By the way, that was really close to a pudgy penguin. Congratulations. You won a $2,500 red guy because that's the ones with hat. Congrats, DJ Driverless. Quick little $2,500 stimmy. You're very welcome. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that's a big hit. You love to see that. The whiff hat ones are nice. Those red guys. Sometimes I go lower and I pick like the mid-tier one. So congratulations. Another $2,500 given away this morning. And guess what? We're going to be doing it again tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for another episode of FOMO Hour on Rug Radio. Let's go.